Hey everyone, it's Brandy and you're watching Abstract Crafter. I have an unboxing and first impressions for you today. Look, it even came to Abstract Crafter. I was contacted by Saner Direct. He has a shop on Amazon and he asked if I would be willing to do a review for him. Of course I agreed, and he sent me a link, so I think I know what this is, but I don't want to say anything until we open it. So why don't we do that and take a peek and see what we got. I'm pretty sure this is a 4-pack. It feels heavy, like it's a 4-pack. And if this is the one I'm thinking of, it is a very unique way of doing this. I know, intriguing, right? Why is... I should have just ripped it open like a child. Haha. Just want to take a peek. Okay, so this is the one. This is a 4-pack of 4 seasons, and this is how they're coming. So, original bubble mailer. And then we get this nice white packaging, and they feel like they might be folded in there. But if they have clear covers, that's something that I don't really want to cut. I found it has been pretty easy to get nice and flat. Well, we're just going to have to go rough on it. Alright. So I'm going to try to show them to you in the order of the seasons, if I can figure it out easy enough. So this is how they're looking, wrapped up, and I'm guessing I can see inside there. Let's see if it'll show better. You can see it inside the beads, kind of. Yeah, I can see it a little bit there. So let's get our garbage out of the way. I know this one is summer. This one might be spring, this one's autumn, and this one's winter. Alright, so let's start with spring. And I'll show you the original pictures as we get to each one. Well, it looks like right off the bat, there are 24 colors in this particular one. How in the heck? Why do I always struggle to open these suckers? Okay, so... This 4-pack retails for $16.99, which in my opinion is a steal. They do tell you the size of the canvas and the size of the of the drilling area. So, and we'll measure just to verify. These are all supposed to be 30 by 40s for the full canvas, and the design is supposed to be 25 by 35. Some of these I was a little worried because of the detail. And here's our toolkit, and I'm guessing it's going to be the same, so I'm not going to show it for all of them. Let me fix my light before we continue. After this, I'll fix my light. Just a standard tray with a little chunk of wax and a standard drill pen, and that's it. So, hold on, I'm going to fix my light. I need it a little bit different. Alright, let's see if that's a little better. Okay, so these are beads that I've dealt with many times before. All of these should be full rounds, and we'll look at the colors in a minute. So this is the spring one, and this is what the canvas looks like. Why don't I put in not a side by side. Let me put in a picture of what this should look like. So, like I said, I was a little worried about the detail, but I was reading the comments, and a lot of people said that the detail turns out really well for the size of the canvas. So, the sticky seems really nice. It doesn't seem goopy or gummy or anything like that. The symbols, I'll show you. I just want to try to flatten this a little tiny bit here. The canvas itself is very thick, and it's kind of stiff, which I haven't noticed a real huge difference in if they're thick or thin or flimsy or stiff. I haven't noticed that to be a factor in particular for a canvas. So let's see. Here's our symbols. And they look really clear. They don't have the dummy guides, as I like to call them, the circles around the letters, which isn't necessary for as long as you can easily, you know, the only time I've ever had an issue is like over here, if this all would have been A's, that might be a little bit hard for me. Oop. But then again, you just need to do the checkerboard method. So here is a look at the chart. And we get, it's very basic, very easy. It should be very easy to differentiate all of these on the canvas. And then up on the top, it does have the name, Flowering Shrubs by Saner Direct, and the serial number, which, if we look on here, Z293-2, it is in there. It's just not that easy to, the top part of it's cut off. But I can see it enough to see that it does match, so that's nice. I don't see it anywhere else on the canvas, or on the bag itself, but let's take a look. So this is the spring scene, and like I said, this is a very unique way to do the 4 seasons. I've seen it done so many times in so many different ways. So they do, like I said, have DMCs on here and on the chart itself. So let's just take a rundown of the colors. And I know from experience that we need to focus on that, or my camera can't read it. So then we get some nice, we got 2 packs here of 310. Some nice grays. I wonder if, no, they're different. We got 317 and 318, which I noticed typically come together when I've gotten packs. Another nice blue, another gray. I'm anxious to see some of these pinks and purples. I got some red, and you can see a little stray in there. And I have noticed that a lot with these packs. If you get a stray, it's typically from the one just before it. And it looks like almost every one has its neighbor stray. So here we are. Here's one of our first purples. Yep, 554, which I kind of expected it. Then we got our greens. Some browns, of course, because there's trees and a bridge. More browns, another pink. Oh, that's a unique mauve-y red color. Well, maybe that one's more mauve. And then, let's see, we got some more dusty lilac and pinks here, and another gray, and another blue. So, looks pretty good to me so far. I want to try to wrap these up and put them with the painting so that I don't, because even though they have the code on it, I don't want to fight with them to figure it out. They are quite wrinkled, especially if you can see it better in the back. I don't know what effect that might have. I might do another ironing video with you guys, because I've been asked quite a bit lately, and I realized that the ironing video I have is quite a ways back. So we might do another one on this. I haven't decided fully, because I feel like that would get these wrinkles out very easy. Plus, I haven't ironed a canvas of this quality, so it'd be nice to know if it is an option. So there we have spring. Let's grab summer. And summer was the one that I wasn't the biggest fan of. To me, it was a little bit different than the other 3, but it has potential. Can't judge it until we get it done. So we'll get this open, and then I'll show you a side by side. Now, already I'm seeing a difference with the chart, and I don't know if it's because it has less numbers, but we'll look at that. The other thing I forgot to mention was that, yeah, this is a little bit different than the others. So it's different in many, many ways. So, again, our toolkit, our beads, we'll look at those in a minute. And this is a nice little beach scene with some seashells on the beach. And let's take a look at the symbols since we're right here. They look really good, nice and easy. Here is our chart. Very simplistic with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then into the letters. I like when they do that a little bit more than when they're scattered. It just makes making labels easy. It is nice and big, and I'm going to show you in just a second here the major differences I'm seeing. This canvas is the same material as the last one. I believe the sticky is probably going to ultimately be the same. Yep, nice and sticky. It doesn't feel gummy or gooey or anything like that. So that's nice. Corner wants to stick up on me. And, you know, it's not like with the opaque covers where pulling the paper back actually helps flatten it out. I don't know why that doesn't work on these ones, but it doesn't. So here I'm going to insert a picture of what this one is supposed to look like. So yeah, I think this one out of all of them is probably going to end up looking the best. So I just wanted to show you right here. You can see how different the charts are, even though they come from the same person. This one has all the DMCs on it. This one is a lot bigger and more simplistic. So that is a huge difference right there. Size-wise, they do appear the same. And they are the same when it comes up here. You get the thumbnail picture, the product name, the brand name, and the serial number. Let's move our spring one back. And let's take a quick peek at these beads and see what they look like. So now you are getting the DMC numbers on the packs themselves. They look like those are the same brand. Let's see, as far as the serial number 6107-8, that is on here, and it is easier to read than it was on the last one. So when I go to kit these up, I'll have to pull the DMC numbers from the bags instead of off of the canvas. So let's just take a quick peek at these beads. We got our dull pink, maroon, some blue. I expect a lot of blues and like light, more skin tone type colors. A lot, yeah, those 4 blues, 5 blues are really pretty. And here we're getting into some of the beachy sand colors, some more for the shells. And they're all just a little bit off from each other, which I think is what will make them look incredibly beautiful. So we got 2 bags of 16, which I'm guessing is the main sand color. Got some browns, some tan, another blue. And again, this one has 19 colors. So let's see. All 19 on one strip. So that's nice. I almost prefer when they have the one strip, but a lot of companies, when they're like this, they will just do them in rows of 10. I suppose it just depends. And, you know, I did see they do have a lot of multi-packs on Amazon. So I actually was eyeing them up before he contacted me, and I was going to get some stuff to review. And then he contacted me, and I didn't know, you know, all I could see was his first name. And so I was really excited when he said he wanted to work with me. All right, let's take a look at Autumn. And I'm guessing, yeah, you can see right off the bat that this chart is like that first one. And I can't see the chart on the winter one just yet. Let's pull this guy out. All wrapped very nicely, so when I score these, I'm going to score them as a 4-pack versus individually. Like, I think that's just the better way to go about it. So there's that. There's our beads, and you can see how nice and clear these ones are to read. Clearest out of the 3 so far. So here's this. It's a nice barn in an autumn scene with the leaves on the trees changing colors. A nice dirt road. So let's take a peek here. And this has a similar chart style as the last one, where it's the 1 through 8 and then the letters. I noticed that they don't use all letters. Like, they don't use B or I, not in this one. I typically is pretty common though. So this one, same quality of sticky as the last 2. And the canvas feels the same as the last 2 as well. That really nice and stiff type of canvas. I'm getting attacked by plastic bits. Oh, one thing I'm noticing is that the that this does not go in the order of DMCs. Well, let me show you back this chart again, which to me isn't something I feel they have to do. They're doing it in color. So they're going by the colors. So you can see here it starts with 816, goes to 3721, and then number 4 is 154. So they're kind of going in order of the colors, which is different. And I think I like that. So why don't I put in a picture of this so you can see the original. And I do like this one a lot. I love autumn pictures. So let's take a peek and see if the colors look very autumnal. That is very interesting. 21 colors in this guy, and 21 is separate. So they must do these in strings of 20. So we know we got 21 there. And let's just take a peek at these colors. So we got a nice brick red there, which is 816. And, ooh, see, this is one of my favorite colors, this mauve color. And then we got that, which should be 38, 34, and 154. So then we get our blues for the sky here. A bunch of different colors of blue for the sky. We got some dark blues here, too. So that should be 336 and 823. Oh, I didn't realize that 336 was so similar. And we get some yellows for the tree, some browns, and then we're getting into some oranges, some tans, some more browns, like an army green, and white. So, very appealing to the eye when you look at it like this. I really do like the way that they did this one with going by colors versus DMC. I like that a lot. And it doesn't bother me that the DMCs jump around or anything like that. Okay, so one more, guys. We're getting through this nice and fast. And much like when I did New Frog, I will be putting these higher up on the priority, at least 1 or 2 of them, so we can see what they look like, the quality. There's quite a few people that have done these as well. So I will link, I know Doni did a 4-pack, I believe. Ella did a 4-pack, I believe. If I can find those videos, I'll link them in the description. So here's our final one, our winter. And I do like this one a lot. Oh, okay. And there is our toolkit and our beads. So this one looks like it's got a lot of purple in it. Let's just do what we normally do here and pull this back. Take a look at the chart. It looks very nice and clear. A lot of confetti, which I've noticed is pretty normal. And then we'll do some measuring before we wrap this up, just to see if their claims are accurate. And pull this side back, and same quality sticky as the others, and the canvas does feel the same. So it is a nice cohesive 4-pack. I've had 4-packs where one canvas was different, and that was my 4 Seasons trees. In my snowman, those were all the exact same. And with this one, only one canvas seemed to be different. And then this chart is more like the first one. And it goes in DMC number order. And it has a variety of different symbols and numbers and letters. So, actually, I don't see any numbers. It looks like they use just letters and, oh, one symbol. And then some European symbols. And this one is the only one that's been bagged differently, as far as, but I mean, it doesn't matter. All of the beads have been the same. And so again, we have our serial number right on there, very easy to read. And I can see already a lot of purples in here, which I'm kind of surprised by a little bit. But before we go over beads, why don't we insert a picture here of what this one should look like. So there we go. Let's take a peek at the beads, and then we'll do some measuring and we'll wrap up. Let me put the focus on here. Alright, so a nice range of purples right off the bat. And if you know me, you know I love purple. It's my birthstone. And I just find it very visually appealing. So we got our 310 there. Some grays, some blues. Well, this purple's got all kinds of rogues in there. It's got a white, a couple blues. We get some browns probably for the sleigh there. Yep, and there's our Christmas tree green. Another purple, some yellow. So this has got a nice variety, and this one has 28 colors. Oh, here's the rest. So we get some brick reds there. Some, I don't know what color this is. 3743. And we get some more browns, more purples. A nice light blue there. And our white color, which I'm surprised there's not more white, honestly, but it's quite alright. It's quite alright. So, while I'm folding these beads up, I am going to insert a picture here of the entire 4-pack, what all the pictures look like all together when you go to buy them. They will also be linked down in the description, so I'll insert that picture right here. So yeah, like I said, they were on my radar before he contacted me, and I'm just going to set these beads off to the side. Because they've all pretty much matched up, I think the measurements will be pretty universal. And so I am going to order something that is not sent to me and see if I get the same results. Because, you know, he just asked for my address and stuff. I didn't have to give him, I didn't have to pay for this up front and get reimbursed via PayPal. I will never do a review that way because that is not moral. No, not moral. You know what I'm trying to say. So we're just shy of 40 here on the cut, but I can also see that the line is a little bit, it was cut just before the line. So we're just shy of 40. So this should be 30. Yeah, 30 by 40, which is a nice size, a nice quick size. And we're just shy of 30. And so now the picture they're claiming should be 25 by 35. Let's see. Yep, we're right at 35 on that one. And we're just shy of 25 going this way. So very, very close, very accurate in the description. And again, this retails for $16.99, making each one of these $4.25. That is a hell of a deal, if I do say so myself. They do have some individual ones as well as more 4-packs. I've seen on the Snowman 4-pack, which is just slightly different than the one I got, but with bigger pictures. I've seen a Christmas 4-pack, and then they do have some individual ones as well. So why don't I bring in the pictures back so we can go over and score the entire 4-pack all together. Alright. Thank goodness they have the bead numbers on there, because that would be a lot of fun. So I think for 4-packs I need to add something on there about cohesiveness. But let's just take a peek here, because you know, when you buy a 4-pack, typically you want them to go together. And as I mentioned, these three, they're all very nice scenes that you could put together, and then you get this one that's a little bit different with the beach scene. So I was just a little bit thrown off by that, but it's ultimately not a huge deal. And the other thing is these three, the charts are more similar, with the exception of this one where the DMCs are not in order, and then this one doesn't have the DMCs period on there. So of course this was ordered through Amazon Prime, so it is $16.99 on Prime. And if you have Prime, that's 2-day shipping. If there's a promo for Prime, I will put that down in the description, because if you are like me and you do a lot of ordering for Christmas around this time, 2-day shipping is a lifesaver. So if they have a promo going on for that, I will link that in the description box for you guys. I will also link Ebates down there, because there's so many stores, specifically AliExpress has 3% cash back right now. So I will link all of those money-saving sites down below for you as well. So I'm going to pause. I need to insert a new clip here, and then we'll talk about scoring. Alright, so we went over all this. The packaging is not that different from a lot of what I have ordered off of Amazon. It's been very far and few between when I actually get one in a box, inside of a box. That doesn't happen all that often. So, packaging was pretty much what I expected it to be. The canvases, they look just like I thought they would. They don't give you a preview of all the canvases. They do give you a preview of one canvas when you're on their on this product information page. Let's see, let's just go right into the scoring. So we're going to try to lump this all together because the similarities are what I'll be scoring. The differences don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. So as far as canvas condition, I am only going to give them each, I'm going to give this a half a point because they are all so, they're not flat, and I'm going to have to do some work to get them to be more flat. I mean, I could try doing the book thing, but that takes days when an iron takes minutes. So I'm going to do that. The symbols are very clear. They'll get their full points. They have, so far, a complete bead inventory for each one. They all had everything included, the canvas, the beads, and the tools. So they'll get the full points for that. They can have the full point for the outside packaging because though this is paper, you had the bubble wrap layer, which is not all popped. You can hear that. And then it did have another, it had several layers of protection because then it had this, which is a really nice thick plastic. And then on top of that, they were each wrapped in this. So they were very well protected against the elements, which was also what caused them to have these wrinkles or whatever you want to call them so that they don't lay flat. So they can have the full point for that. They aren't packed any differently than a lot of canvases of this size. So I'm still going to take a half a point off of that because had they not been wrapped in this way, then I think that, you know, as you figure, you get this hard tray in there, this pointy thing in there, and then the thickness of the beads. You have all that inside, which does make it really nice and convenient, but it also causes the wrinkling. So altogether, this 4-pack still gets a 9 out of 10, which is still very, very good. So I don't think, you know, it obviously it doesn't affect the score overall. So as I've said before, feel free to score this in your own way and give it the points that you feel are fair, and decide for yourself if you think that this would be worth buying at $16.99 or $4.25 a piece. I think it's well worth it. I am extremely happy that Saner Direct contacted me and had enough trust in me to do this review for them. So I want to thank them for that. I want to thank you guys for watching and joining. I'll leave all the links that I mentioned down below. Go give them a check. Go check them out. See if there's anything else you like, or if you like this one, because I do feel like it is a very unique spin on the 4 seasons. So, with that, I will let you go. Have an awesome day. Have fun diamond painting. Have fun crafting. Have fun doing whatever it is that makes you happy. I love you, friends, and I'll see you in the next one.